2,
1, go. Good morning, everyone. I would like to welcome you all here today to celebrate Robert and Pamela's 50th wedding anniversary. My name is Donna Burton, and as a celebrant, Robert and Pamela have asked me to officiate today in the celebration of their long-lasting love in their lives as a married couple, but to also reside over their renewal of vows. I am very honoured to be here in this role today. Robert and Pamela, your wedding was celebrated not far from here 50 years ago in St Catherine's Chapel. Many who were witnesses to your happiness on that day and the years in between are with you today to continue celebrating this milestone. Bronte Beach was the site of an end of year 12 party 52 years ago. Robert was one of the surf lifesavers on duty that day when a very exuberant year 12 graduate got caught in a rip that was heading out to sea. With the alarm raised, Robert paddled out to rescue the young woman with her hand raised out the back of the rolling waves. As he paddled out, he started to wonder if this might be more than the usual rescue routine. With his training trying to override his 23-year-old curiosity, he could see this gorgeous young woman needing all of his professionalism as he hauled the very grateful Pamela onto his board. The ride back to shore was not as fast as the one out past the breakers, and by the time Robert and Pamela made it to the beach, they found out they had many friends in common and lived near each other. With the whole summer ahead of them, a new friendship was set in motion. Pamela's final exams results gave her entry into architecture at Sydney Uni, and she was one of only 4 women to achieve this illustrious opportunity. Robert was on the cusp of finishing his teaching degree. Together they set time aside for beach walks, picnics and outings. With Robert gaining his first teaching position at St Catherine's, he was able to stay in his beloved beachside suburb of Bronte and keep up his surf life-saving commitments. With a steady income and the offer to live in Robert's grandmother's house, wedding plans started to be whispered about. Robert and Pamela were eventually given Robert's grandmother's house, where they have lived their whole married lives, except for a time when they lived and worked in London before Tony and Kate were born. As a happily married couple, Robert and Pamela have enjoyed walking from Bronte to Bondi for nearly half a century. They are often seen walking with their grandchildren when they stay over on school holidays. Robert and Pamela are esteemed members of the Bronte community, and we celebrate this day in the Bronte Surf Lifesaving Club as testimony to this community service with Robert's life membership to the club. I would now like to ask Tony to come forward and read As Long as Your Eyes Are Blue by A.B. Banjo Patterson. Thank you, Tony. I would now like to ask Tony and Kate's families to come forward and sing Bicycle Built for Two. Thank you, everyone. I would now like Robert and Pamela to come forward to declare their love and commitment to each other.
50 years ago, I asked you, Pamela, to be my wife. I promised to love and to care for you, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health. I reaffirm those vows to you today.
50 years ago, I asked you, Robert, to be my husband. I promised to love and care for you, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health. I reaffirm these vows again today.
With this ring, I affirm that we are wed. Please take it and wear it as a pledge of my love and as a symbol of all that we have shared and of all that we shall share. With this ring,
With this ring, I affirm that we are wed. Please take it again and wear it as a pledge of my love and as a symbol of all we have shared and that all we shall share.
Robert, you may kiss your darling Pamela. Dear guests, Robert and Pamela have declared before all of us that they will continue to love each other in marriage and have promised again to strive to keep their vows of commitment to each other. They have exchanged rings and held hands to symbolize their forward journey in life together. It is with my deepest pleasure to declare Robert and Pamela would continue to be in love and live life as husband as wife.